Let's talk about boundaries. It's a very important topic for all of us who are on a leadership journey and path. You know, I used to think that boundaries meant confrontation, some kind of angst. And now I understand that real boundaries are simply energetic, that they're not forced or coercive, that they're these kind of invisible silent lines that are purely energetic and communicate to the other person, no entry, don't cross the line. This is my point of no return. And so when someone starts to project their energy, and maybe that's control energy, maybe it's victim energy, maybe they're a perpetrator, maybe they're just trying to manipulate the situation. So in those situations now, I step back and read the energy. I don't collapse on the spot and roll over. I don't push back either. I don't fight against their energy, because when you fight against energy, you just increase that force between the two. And I definitely don't over talk, over communicate, or over explain myself. And I think that's probably been my biggest lesson. And I see it a lot in the leaders that I coach and work with, that we often defend ourselves through our talky. And we feel like we have to over explain our position in order to try and maintain and hold on to that boundaries. So instead, I encourage you to simply pause and be still and be grounded. And in that moment of pausing and be still and being grounded, notice their energy and their projection. Notice it coming in and kind of bouncing into your boundary or field. And can you just simply note it? Ah, that's interesting. I notice what they're doing. Turn it neutral, just make it neutral. Isn't that interesting? Curious where that's coming from. And then, like a mic drop, let it drop. Just let it fall away and dissolve, right? So don't feed it, don't energize it, don't give it more power. Instead, mic drop it, just let it go. And in doing this myself and supporting other leaders to think about doing this for themselves, what I find is you realize you don't have to defend your boundaries so much. You don't have to be on the hyper-vigilant alert all the time. You just need to embody your truth and what you know for sure, and embody your values and what you believe. And when we stand grounded and rooted in that, in our truth and in our values and in our goals and what we believe, then we start to move into the path of a steward elder. And steward elders are able to energetically hold the tension of this kind of confrontation without it having that kind of energy. And I have a little acronym, SHIFT, which is a really simple model that you can apply in these situations. And so the next time someone's coming at you and you feel like, I'm not going to be able to maintain my boundaries, or normally I'd have collapsed by now, or maybe I'd have got my knickers in a knot and gotten kind of overexcited about this, then here's a little tip. Make the shift. So SHIFT, stop, hold, intuit, feel, think. So we're going to stop and hold. I'm going to intuit. I'm going to feel. Then I'm going to think. And after that, I will act from that really deeply grounded, rooted in my belief place. Because steward elders are solid. They hold their ground. They're quiet and firm. They're focused on their vision and building that reality of where they know is their truth. So their boundaries are energetic. They don't need to be forced or enforced. They just are. Calm is the new cool. And for a steward elder, it's not anymore about control. it's about command. Commanding and holding your own, no matter what that might be for you. Good luck with holding and commanding your space and boundaries. You can do it.